The 24 channels, which worked very well. I mean, all of them getting at least 100,000 viewers, I think. So it was a success, wasn't it? That's profoundly sad, I think. I remember the last day going onto those 24 channels and seeing there was nothing left to watch. It's heartbreaking. But what is the legacy of that for you now? Are you going to use that model for Glastonbury or for Wimbledon?
I think there are a number of things we need to think about in the BBC. I mean, I'm always a bit sceptical about saying, the world has changed, but I think we need to ask ourselves a question. After these Olympics and what we saw in broadcasting and what we saw in the nation, has the world changed? And I think that's a question we will talk about internally and share with other people this autumn and a bit further on. I think there's also, exactly as you say, a kind of broadcasting legacy. And, I can't commit at the moment, none of us can, to what we will do precisely in Sochi and Rio and, importantly, of course, the Glasgow Commonwealth Games, which I think are another major thing for the BBC. But, if you ask the question, could we in Rio deliver only half what we delivered in London? I think your instinct would be you've got to try at least to deliver what we offered in London, because people are going to expect that for those future big events.
But would you
I think the challenge to us is we've got to try and do it.
I know you can't commit now, I understand that, but are you saying in all probability for the Glasgow Games, for the Commonwealth Games, for big events like Glastonbury and Wimbledon, that will be the direction of travel that there will? Because those channels exist now, do they? And you think you're...
Well, it's been the direction of travel for some years, of course. I mean, the thing was there was always, capacity restraints on us being able to do that number of channels. But we went from, I think, the first red button was in Athens to 6 channels in Beijing to 24 in London. And for the Commonwealth Games in Glasgow, I think, in terms of legacy for this country, you've already got a really strong event there that we can apply the same kind of broadcasting innovation to. Okay. So, yeah, sure, that's where we want to go. We don't want to retreat from where we are now.